Allez, let's go là. Let's go, let's go. Silas prétend que c'est son impitoyable poursuite de Bob Bryant qui a contraint les chefs du Wild Bunch à s'exiler en Amérique du Sud. 1h30 pour l'enfer.
I tried to find Bob Bryant, but it was as if he'd disappeared. Sometime later, I heard the Wild Bunch was back together. Kid Curry escaped from jail, and now he was running the whole shebang. So I took to their trail, as I was still in pursuit of my brother's killer and hoped that he was back with him.
J'adore ce genre de shit.
That Kid Curry's kinda crazy, ain't he?
Don't let him hear you saying that.
Anyways, I tracked those boys to a camp right outside Parachute, Colorado. Being outnumbered, I didn't bother with a warning shot. I just started taking those bastards down. Old Bob wasn't among them, and neither was Kid Curry. I could sense him close by, however, plotting something nasty. I just needed a clue as to their whereabouts.
Faut un indice quoi, genre le bel indice. Vous écartez de l'histoire. Faut que je trouve quelque chose ici. Ah!
And I found one. A map with their bold plan clearly marked. This time they were fixing to blow up a train trestle. Property of the Union Pacific.
T'imagines
The plan
le genre de
clearly
truc de ouf,
indicated how
qu'est-ce
they
que
were
c'est
fixing to undermine several of the weakest wooden supports.
Oh shit!
Kid Curry was considered the wildest of the Wild Bunch. It was said that he fathered 85 bastard children, though some say it was only 5.
Ça va, écoute, il avait...
Kid Curry had bragged to a whore how he was gonna rob a train heading to the U.S. Mint in Denver. And that whore, Fat Sally, she told me. The bridge was rigged with dynamite, so I decided I'd best be careful confronting those bastards.
Yep. Désamorcer.
And I made it a point to remove any dynamite that I came across. A moment later, I saw a ladder that somehow had escaped my attention.
Don't you blow us up now.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Bon bah écoute, ça va être chaud hein.
But the Wild Bunch did not take kindly to my presence and attempted to blow my head off.
Bizarrement...
It appeared the kid had found a number of new recruits to bolster their ranks.
Non, je veux pas la
There's
carabine,
always
moi.
desperate men willing to trade their
What?
lives for stolen treasure.
What happened next?
Well, having removed the first bundle of dynamite, I decided I might as well remove the other one. Once that was done, I figured I'd find my way from there.
Waouh. Oh, les gars, ils tombent comme des... Il y en a un qui est juste à ma droite. Waouh, waouh, ils sont vraiment trop... J'ai raté ce truc là. C'est dommage. Plus que 19 balles.
Now you're dead. To hand this.
So, what happened then?
Had to remove more of that damn dynamite.
It must have been terrifying trying to make your way across.
I was sweating it a bit, but then I noticed a footbridge tied up on high, so I shot the rope.
Pratique.
Now you're really pissing me off.
Ok, je spam accroupi au cas où s'il faut, vous voyez.
So that was all the dynamite?
Non.
Funny you should mention that, darling. As actually there was a fourth charge impeding my progress.
What?
Once I removed it, my path was pretty clear.
Oh, j'ai tiré dans l'armure.
A butt shot.
Mais j'ai appuyé sur F corps à corps. Ah, j'ai tiré dans la tête. D'où il avait de l'armure sur la tête? Comment c'est possible? Regardez, bim. Ok, faut vraiment que je vise dans le chapeau de forme, quoi. Là, il y a un secret, je le vois, là. Hop là. What?
So I proceeded onward, and realized that that way just wasn't gonna work.
Damn, he's hard to hit.
Waouh, 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 ils sont partout. Ok, je t'ai vu, toi.
I needed an alternate path forward.
Ouh, Kid Curry. Ouais, non mais sérieux. Par là. Ah. Let's go.
Luckily, I found a cave, and as I made my way back to the bridge, I saw something that concerned me.
Whoop.
It was a long burning fuse, and it was moving fast as hell. I had to catch it.
Pas le temps pour ta pépite.
The burning fuse was so damn quick, I had to run like the wind. I almost had it, but no. Thought I was gonna have a coronary when I lost sight of those sparks. My heart was pounding like a sledgehammer. I knew that failure meant boom. Then, finally, at the last moment. Whew. Of course, I was successful, or clearly I wouldn't be talking to you folks here today. Naturally, I removed the last dynamite charge. Well, it was a touching reunion. But by this time, I was thoroughly exhausted and dragging my ass, as I was not a young man anymore.
What? What? Ok. On n'a rien vu, on n'a rien vu. Eh, old man. Je te comprends, mon gars.
Kill that SOB. Make him bleed. Send him to forget.
Finally, I found those boys. Or more precisely, they found me.
Thanks, crazy. Kid Curry asked me.
Bloodier than a damn fruitcake, for Christ's sake.
Non mais stop là. Ok, on va attendre que le truc revienne ou quoi? On va continuer à longer à gauche.
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun. It was hidden in this tunnel and pretty well shielded.
Is he crazy, his mind? Okay. Je m'attendais pas à ce... Alors si je touche d'ici... Non.
Luckily, I had located some dynamite. I still, however, had my work cut out for me.
Oh shit. Ah non, là je me suis fait... Wouh. Wouh. Je le fais tirer et maintenant je vais me planquer derrière ce rocher là. What? Tire, tire. Ok, ensuite on va se planquer derrière la caravane une fois qu'on a mis ces 4 shots. Ouais, j'ai trop peur. Ouais. Kid Curry, let's go!
Eventually, I brought that tunnel down. And that's when I met Kid Curry himself.
C'est parti pour le
He had
duel.
decided to stop pussyfooting around and deal with me personally.
On se concentre. Oh merde, je suis pas bon sur ces missions. What the fuck, j'ai perdu toute ma foca. Ouais, voilà, là j'étais trop bas, je pense. Je pense que j'étais trop bas et du coup ça compte pas. Je peux même pas essayer de faire un dodge et de le viser, j'étais juste trop bas. Je pense qu'il faut que j'ai au moins 50% pour y arriver. Moi, je vise bien ces couillasses.
As he was, I was just a bit faster.
Quand même. Petit s'il vous plaît,
And
respectez-moi. un
as
petit
he
peu.
lay wounded, I demanded to know the whereabouts of Roscoe Bob Bryant. He shouted at me. Is that what this is about? Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him.
Salopard, va.
Those were his last words.
Je vais rester et garder mon attention un petit peu quand même. Ok. Allez, let's go. Je suis grave chaud pour continuer là, on ne s'arrête plus. Hein.
So, Bob Bryant got away?
I knew I'd never find him in South America.
What about the other killer?
Yeah, you kinda glossed over that one.
Well, I found Jim not long after my showdown with Ringo. At the time, he was riding with the James Younger gang. Did I neglect to mention that?
Jesse James.
Jesse James? The greatest outlaw who ever lived?
Jesse and his kin rode with Quantrill when he raided Lawrence, Kansas, and killed near 200 people, boy.
Ça rigole pas. Hein.
Yeah, nothing great about that.
Ouais,
And from
exactement.
there, him and his brother went on to rob banks and trains from Kansas to Missouri.
Which is why there was such a rich bounty on their heads. 40 grand for both of them, dead or alive. That's one hell of a payday.
Alors, on va aller choper Jimmy. On en a eu un. Il y en a un qui est en Amérique du Sud et il y en a un, on a eu un et l'autre, il est avec Jesse James.
I confronted them as they were robbing a train. Bullets were flying at me from every which way. But I knew I'd have to fight my way forward if I was gonna find this Jim.
Eux pour ouvrir la porte.
Now wait a second. How'd they stop this train in the first place?
Well, the James boys were experts at this.
C'est vrai qu'on a commencé un peu tôt. Directement dans le feu de l'action. Il dit qu'il pouvait. Arrêter les trains. Un simple regard. Ouh. Fucking legend.
They hopped a freight train having heard there was a big payroll in the express safe. So, I hopped the same train.
J'aime
The
bien.
James Younger gang was decimated after that little fiasco they had in Northfield, Minnesota. So Jesse needed more men and took on the killer I was after, along with a host of others. I was hoping to find my man and put a bullet in his head.
T'inquiète, on va lui mettre une balle dans la tête.
Around that train, I must have swallowed 100 damn bugs before I
The
reached
James
that.
Younger gang pulled the first train robbery west of the Mississippi.
Sounds like you hold them in high regard.
Everyone knows they were the most famous outlaw gang ever.
And you took them all on by your lonesome. Again. I'm finding this all a little hard to swallow.
Jack,
friend.
OMG
Well,
quoi.
maybe you need to wash it down with some whiskey. By the way, did I mention that train was flying down those tracks like a bat out of hell?
Fais-moi confiance. Je les ai 1v1000.
Come and get me, you got the guns!
Petit jump pour regarder au-dessus. What the... Petit headshot au cac hein. Bientôt plus de balles, j'ai bientôt plus de balles. Non, j'ai pas envie de devoir passer au pistolet. Laissez-moi avec mon fusil, il est stylé.
Anyway, excuse me, Ben. Where would I find the gentleman's facilities? Suddenly I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and I've been sitting here for quite a spell.
Right through there. Let me show you.
Aïe, du coup je galère un petit peu à avancer. Ah, je peux avancer en mode slow-mo seulement parce
I
qu'il...
never heard so much malarkey in my life.
You think he's bullshitting us?
You don't think he's Silas Greaves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
I don't know, Jack. I think I believe him. You don't think he met Jesse James?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense at all.
Jack.
I mean, you gotta
Tu
be
verras
too
ça,
brick short of
Jack.
a load to believe that cock and bull story.
I don't agree.
Tu verras, Jack.
Lay off the
But you
boy.
seriously think that tired old man went toe-to-toe with Jesse James?
Well, that's better. Did I mention that this Jim was married to the infamous Belle Starr? Of course, I didn't learn that until later. Anyway, I made my way forward the best I could. Around the sides, over the roof. At some point, some sumbitch saw me and shouted out, "It's a damn Pinkertons!"
Damn Pinkerton!
Now, I never worked for that limey cocksucker, but I guess they assumed I was one of his assassins. Those evil bastards firebombed Jesse's mother's house and killed his stepbrother.
Merde.
It was no wonder each and every asshole on that train wanted me dead.
Everybody's always mistaking you for somebody else, aren't they? Why is that, I wonder?
Don't rightly know, Jack. I'm just telling you how I remember it.
I bet you are.
J'aime pas trop ça, hein, Jack. Tu vas t'arrêter avec ton ton condescendant là.
Shoot that stupid son of a bitch!
Je suis rentré comme avec un pont. Et je prends au hasard histoire qu'il me lâche un petit peu la grappe. D'accord, je me disais. Oula, ball shot. On voit ta tête dépasser, gars. Oh.
You don't want to mess with us!
C'est un peu risqué ce que je fais. Ah ouais, c'était trop risqué.
It was a
J'aurais dû
rickety
attendre.
ride and quite precarious.
J'aurais dû attendre qu'on sorte de ce train, de ce tunnel, pardon.
I came across a flat car piled high with logs and had to come up with a creative way to make my way forward.
Plus beaucoup de balles dans mon
Right
truc.
about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Yeah, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Yes, I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
Where would you find dynamite?
Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here.
l'ai pas eu à la dynamite. J'utilise pas de ça moi, je suis Alan Quaterman. Utiliser? Oh! Merde! J'avance un peu vite. What the fuck? Mais le bot il vise à une précision genre... Ouais, j'ai plus mon truc, on va attendre. J'ai besoin de munitions les gars. Bon bah allez, hein, c'est bon de switcher sur le gun. Hein.
I was looking for Jim and shooting any son of a bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse James himself. There sure were a lot of men determined to die that day.
C'est marqué explosif.
It was then that Jesse detached the express car from the rest of the damn train. I could see Jesse waiting for me, fixing to kill me so he could get away with all that money.
You had a showdown with Jesse James?
Of course he didn't.
Ah merci pour le follow
Everybody
pendant que j'étais en
knows
train de
Jesse was
record
killed by Bob
Chuck.
Ford.
Yeah. Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward shot him in the back of the head.
Guess it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, Ben? Your past always catches up with you.
Il reste comme ça face à moi.
Yeah, I didn't kill Jesse James. Just wounded him bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
What about that Jim fella? What happened to him?
I figure he was up front with a gun to the engineer's head. That bastard slipped away again. I'll tell you how I got him. But first I need to wet my whistle.
Ah, victoire à la loyale, toujours on essaie de maintenir ce let's play en mode loyal tout le temps. Hein.